Disclaimer. Content is for educational purposes only, not financial advice. Trading involves substantial risk. Only trade with money you can afford to lose. Past performance does not guarantee future results. Viewers are responsible for their own trading decisions. No guarantees of success or profitability. Oh yeah, let's go. We got another trading week ahead of us all. And the market looks like it wants to keep rallying. Just need a good hold and accumulations up top, and then we just start, selling into strength. And then, but this does look like it's gonna correct a little bit up here. We'll go straight into catching up what happened over the weekend. Yeah, what did happen over the weekend? Okay, it's Monday. Sunday, we had a bit of a gap down. Pressed down, held 27,343. Pushed up overnight into the all the way up to 27,542. It's been consolidating, distributed shorts down to 27,389. Reverse off of 27,389, back up to 27,500 with a lower previous high. About a 40 point hold from the upside. Now it looks like we hit this low 27,389 and we are accumulating something. So we want to get a definitive direction off open. Could be more of an accumulation around 6:30 until 6:30, or we get a move here. This could be our accumulation and hold and push to the upside. It's been accumulating between 389 and 437. Kind of dipped below here. Looks a bit bearish. Looks like this accumulation around was most price action was around 420, 400, and 390. Good entries would be 420, around 415, 420 area. Not keeping up with the word or anything. I know that they a little bit wanted to open up the straight up one moves, but having problems there. So prices of oil is going up a little bit. So even though this war is going on, I think they've still following the market overall, and it's not just the war. If anything, the war is adding a bit more fuel to these rallies. We got a sell-off on the 4 hour, 1 hour is the doji, the last 15 would be doji, a hold at 420, another hold at 420 on the 5. Looks like an accumulation. This did push up there and created that range, this mini range, or this could be correcting all the way down to 27,150 or 27,300, as well as 20 back to its pivot point around 27,300 for reverting to. I like seeing that pivot point as the reversion of the mean, the daily mean of the day. If it gets back to 300, or 400, we got a 100-point move to the downside, or we get an accumulation above if it stays above 390. So if we get an accumulation just below 390, then we're going to be short. Keep this around 420, we're going to be long. Let's catch up with some news maybe. What's going on for today? Let's see. News that will affect trading. News. Okay, Magnificent 7 earnings. This week is pivotal as 5 of the 7 mega-cap tech companies are scheduled to report earnings, including Alphabet, Class C, Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, Meta. These reports will likely determine if the recent rally to record highs can be sustained. Okay, I get that. They do well, that justifies this index. Anybody slips, it might be sell-offs, correction in price. FOMC 2, Federal Open Market Committee meets the 28th to 29th, so tomorrow, Wednesday. While markets widely expect rates to remain unchanged, Chair Jerome Powell's press conference, potentially his last, will be scrutinized for signals on future rate cuts, currently projected as modest for later in 2026. Might want to watch that one. I'm going to check out what time. FOMC. I think that said that was on Wednesday too. What time is it? We got 15 till open. Okay, nothing today. On Wednesday, we got FOMC, federal funds rate. Thursday, advanced GDP, core PCE price index, and employment cost index. So Wednesday, Thursday, back to back. Friday, ISM manufacturing PMI, ISM manufacturing prices. So we're gonna hands off when there's this FOMC. We'll see about Thursday too. So we got a couple of free days today. Big greedy, fear and greed index. All right, let's see if we could get a good read on these charts. And I know, let's get back to the news real quick. Geopolitical volatility, ongoing tensions between the U.S. and Iran remain a major catalyst. While the recent ceasefire extension initially boosted markets, the Saturday collapse in peace talks and reports of renewed hostilities in the Strait of Hormuz have pushed oil prices above $100 a barrel. Higher energy prices are creating inflationary concerns that weigh on tech valuations. Technical levels for there's a resistance 25 and 28, 27.5, 27.8. So we got near Fibonacci extension sitting around 27.155. Psychological resistance at 27.5 and 27.8. Support. Key support zones are identified between 26,220 and 26,260, previous all-time highs. Way down there, 26,2. Further down, 26 and 25.8 levels. Support. So we still have a potential accumulation for shorts up here. Their move would probably be correction 27.3 as low as 27.150. We'll see. Could be a big day to short correction. And we'll see how the rest of this week goes. Looks a bit heavy. It's going to be a heavy week with FOMC. Probably some bad news with the war, everything. Price of everything going up. Sell-offs, cashing out. Not sure, just a repricing, maybe. Seeing Seen this around 27.3. Trend indicator recently gapped down due to the Middle East headlines, but remains in an overall bullish trend as long as it stays below the 26.2 support. So these guys, is currently facing pressure from rising interest rates and overbought technical indicators. I had it RSI too. I don't know why I took it off on these higher time frames. I think the RSI was like 70 something on the 4 hour. So we're in overbought territory. So this could be a pretty big short. That last pullback could have been an accumulation. We're getting some downwards pressure around 27,420. I got a feeling this is gonna go down, so it could slip to 440, 460 for a lower high. And target a break of lows down to 230, down to 27.3, and breaking 27.2 for a bearish morning. So we got 3 or 2, or we got a hold at 4. See if they're building long enough for the upside. I think it goes up before it goes down. Slips up a couple of levels before we get a decisive push back below. Maybe around 27,450. Created a FEG on the 5 minute, push off of 27,450 area, 460. So, okay, so we got this 420 level, just waiting. 10 minutes to open. I think we're all caught up. 27.3. So this has been accumulating the last 30 minutes, the last hour, no, last 50 minutes. I don't know if many people trade Mondays like that. It could be light volume this morning. We're not overbought or oversold. Headed back down to oversold. So these consolidations, if we get like a break above 50 or maybe 60, you can get it early, or below 50 or 40. So whether, we'll see, it's 50, we're even right now. So it's like a flat auction, I think. So whichever direction this goes first, establish the supply. I've been thinking more in terms of supply and demand, and at the rate that they sell their orders off, and how fast are people buying, especially when you're selling into the majority of those operators' overall positions that they're getting off. I don't think it's probably not too good to go short, so whoever's going short is like temporary shorts up here. There's just corrections during this war rally, this nice bull rally that we've been getting this April. So April was a great opportunity for longs the entire month. Quick holds, not too big of retracements, and potentially over 4,000 points, I think. Let's see how low did this go. So what we got for the month of April. End of March, like the last day of March, was at 23,000. Now we're at 27,415, so that's a 4,414, 25 point move. The last month, maybe towards the end of this month, it's a low correction of this rally. We start reassessing this rally. Maybe could hold the top here, So it could be consolidation at these highs for a while too. A little bit of downward pressure. April coming into May. So my bias either way, bit neutral, temporary rallies after sell-offs. But if we do see a break below 368, then I'm bearish till 300, maybe even 150. We'll see how deep their correction goes. And if this is a top, but yeah, 400 is accumulation area, especially leading into NY Open. And everybody's more long anyways. They've been holding their positions since 150. They'd probably be in exchange around 368. This sell-off continues to the downside. So I want to read these, I want to read the market well. See if we can get a good gauge on what these candles are doing. If we can get any indication of direction. 27,420, majority of this accumulation. Slip to 27,390. It could retrace the high to 542. 140-point move and a break of highs. But for some reason I'm neutral, bearish initially. So could be a fake out too, or probably just entering here. Okay, so no news. Had a nice rally on Friday, and Friday held above 400, pushed to 542, retraced that back to 400, pushed to 500, retraced back to 400 again. More downwards pressure up here. Could be a sell off at these highs and accumulation. We'll see how shorts could be inducing shorts at this level too for another leg, inducing shorts, but that would be going against some trend, but could be a battle off open too during this accumulation. Got 3 minutes to open. Man, I wish it was like a little bit later. It's a little bit early, but excited for this trading week. I'm gonna be practicing demoing, only taking A+ setups, and I want to see price does at these levels. You see breakout and a retest, or if you're selling in the strength after this, then I'd probably get in on that. So it might not be a retest unless there's a lower high. So it says more downward pressure. It's been accumulating for the last hour, around 420. There's a push down, accumulation. It says more longs here, so we could be finding a nice support at 400. I don't know if there's any reason to short up here, or any reason to be bearish. I'm not really sure how to play this morning. Holds at 400. Pushing up off of 400. If we get a bullish move here, it could indicate that there's more demand in the sell-off. take longer to catch up with these charts because it takes me a while to put together what my position is what kind of trades I want to take. It's consolidating at these highs. We're getting a nice push on the hour to the downside, breaking these lows here around 389 potentially. Could be a hold off at 389. I'm not sure if people are going to be bullish this morning. They're going to step in with shorts. There's more longs here. We got 30 seconds till open. Could play this opening range. Exiting this accumulation range till we get a break, and that might signal the last reaccumulation that we can get in. So we're here into the upside. We got a break to the upside, break of 420, 430 to 390. Get a correction of that candle, hold above 410. Hold at 412. Market orders. Less longs were relieved, more longs stepping in off of 400. This could be the start of an auction. I know they're accumulating, but they would start selling. There's a break below 390 to 370. Holds at 380. Holds at 385, 380. I'll break below. Okay, indicating an entry here for the next. If we stay above 370, if we get a break below 370, we can go to 300. A bit bearish this morning. This could be potentially a good entry.
Order filled.
Created a FEG up here. Just be on this last accumulation. Creating this range within this retest. Break and retest. Just beyond 390. Holds at 380 with some downward pressure. I was playing this price discovery to the downside, holds at 380. I felt uninformed before I took this trade, but I just saw a break below. So holds to 370 for more of a support. Just wicking on the 5 second. It looks green on the 1 minute. Looks like that's not a breakout. So we're gonna exit here. Find a good entry to the upside. So hold off of 390 to the downside. Could be exchanging their orders. This breaks just above. We are, I don't know, playing this new range. I think it's gonna hold to the downside, but my stop might be a little too close for here. So it slips to 400, 390. Hold at 390, uncertainty, a bit of establishing this relief of a downside move. Just on this FEG, don't want to risk too much. Holds off of 390 to the downside. Holds off of 377. Oh, break below 375. More of a decisive downwards move. Could target this 360 and get out, or this is our chance to get out. Hold off of 380. In the 380 area. Looks more like it's price discovery to the downside, but there's people stepping in here. Looks like they got a direction. inducing shorts. A bit of a hold on 80. Downwards pressure to 70. 80, 70. I want to see this break 60. Accumulating as high as 90, 80, 70. I want to see this stay at 75. Around below 80 with some downwards pressure. Could be accumulating at lows. Could be a big operator accumulating at these lows. You want to stay out of chop next time. Realize that well, if you're in some chop, you're in some sort of accumulation, then you miss part of that move. So if you can get direction right before an accumulation, instead of seeing if that accumulation is bullish, is gonna continue bullish or bearish. There's a nice hold off of 370, but we're getting some downwards pressure off of 70. A break of 60 into 60. A bit bearish on the 15 second. Looks like it's a support on the 1 minute. Looks like a break below and continuation, building between 90, 80, 70 to the downside. I need to keep my stop just ample enough, and if it does break that high, then it's up before it's down. For a lower high. Seeing a break of 60. Potentially want to add. This is looks like it's a good trade. You're getting accumulations up to 80. Holds off and off 80. I don't know how far this could slip up into. We get a lower high here. Lower high and a hold off at 80. It's a nice hold for some time. We potentially trail if this doesn't break above 90. Broke above 90. We got slips to the upside. There's potential to go.
Stop filled.
Stop got filled. I'm above.
Order filled.
We're gonna break the highs right now. Accumulation selling into strength. That was a demand there. That was a bigger operator going long. Getting accumulation. Continue these sells to the upside. Trade above VWAP. Bulls for this morning, couple holds off of 400. So we do have a little bit of a relief with the rally to 400. Holds at 400. Accumulation potentially. I'm selling from this low. Gonna do some longs. Get a break highs this morning, pre-market trading. Trading above VWAP. Could do risk here. Created a FEG 380. Where we're gonna be in a range this morning. More shorting pressures, more longs off of that. Could be a lower high of 450 at our target. And some downwards pressure, slips to 390. Tap the FEG 390. Some upwards pressure and accumulation in 4. Minutes of trading. Initial sell-off liquidity. Would they be selling at these lows? I think they would have been selling at the highs if they're long, and then there was a short, and then accumulation to the downside and a hold around 390, 400. I think you got more upwards demand even after all these rallies. Big bullish auction this morning. We getting some downwards pressure. Don't want to hold it into the future. Want to be wherever the moves that's happening now. This could slip all the way down to 360 for an accumulation. Staying within this range. It could be a lower high off morning. I don't know how that's true when there's more longs here. Could be an accumulation off of 390. Not long enough of an accumulation is so too high here. And light volume on this move here is picked up on volume, lighter volume to the downside. Could slip as far as 360.
Stop filled.
It's a good entry for a long.
Order filled.
I hate going back and forth between live and demo. I feel like live is supposed to be part of live, but I gotta get some sort of strategy out of demoing here. So far I've been scalping NY open. I've just been trying to read the market and get in on momentum plays. Sometimes I plan for a particular trade, which is what I call the 4 points. Yeah, but I think we're a bit bearish. They had to establish. This would have been a new auction, but we're getting downwards pressure off of 400, 390. So it's just a correction of these rallies this morning. I got a feeling that we can continue a rally instead of, because there's more longs. It's just my stops getting hit. And this one didn't continue to the downside. So since that happened, I've been bullish ever since and been looking to break highs here. I think it's an accumulation around 400 to the upside for another rally. I think everybody's waiting for this accumulation to stop and to not be swept, and then finally get in on that move. That's my favorite. Once this accumulation is done, hopping in on the manipulation, selling into distribution, and then waiting for another play to establish another support. It looks like there's a support 400, but it's slipping down to 350, 360, as low as that. Or I got direction wrong, and this is an accumulation of shorts. It also looks more like that too. It looks like there could be a secret rally here, or correction in price. So what would I do? Probably wouldn't be part of this. I want to see a definitive break at 360 or a break of 410. Want this to start holding around 370. Bottom of this accumulation. Just gonna sweep me again. It's a bit volatile. Maybe I'll go back to ES, less volatility, more patience. This is a lot of volatility, less patience. I think I can learn the most on NQ. This is the most volatile. It's like the most difficult potentially to trade. Maybe the more experienced operator to deal with the volatility, but we're getting some upside relief. Push off a 360 and continue this rally to the upside. Trade back into VWAP. Break of all-time highs. It's been holding this low for a while. A lot of effort to keep this up. Seen a break towards the upside of this accumulation. I think you want to see new highs for the day. Start trailing once this breaks to one side or the other. Still accumulating in this range. Looks like they're really protective around 360, so it's the bottom of this VWAP. It looks way more bearish. So this is going to be a decisive move to the downside. So we're going to get in that too. This breaks below 360. So we'd be right about a continuation to the downside. I would be part of the break exit before it starts to retest on a larger accumulation. Just created FPG to the downside. Holds around 60, is gonna sweep me out.
Stop filled.
I got caught in the chop all morning here. What in the world? It's part of liquidity. I know better too. Just gotta apply it now. I felt blank on what trade am I gonna take then. I didn't see a trade, so I should have waited. Couldn't be too sure of direction. Morning, now I'm feeling, it looks bearish on the 5. Looks like a sell-off on the 1. It's red on the 4. It's red on the 1. The 15 second. Just thinking about these rallies, because rallies been holding the market up a bit. We get our first correction to the downside, like in this month. Well, that happened too on Thursday, last Tuesday, last Monday. There's been a significant sell-off before. And this is holding above 370. So that could be the start of this new auction. We're just finding better prices to the upside. Once accumulation, there's more longs here though. So since there is I've seen a break below, so we can be part of the sell-off.
Order filled.
I feel like a rookie trader right now. Because I'm a rookie trader. I got years to go before I get enough reps and experience of all these different types of trades, green or red, and scaling. I'm just 1 and 2 micros right now. Selling into strength, hopefully to the downside after that accumulation. Accumulating more, potentially selling to a support, a deeper support here. Broke below, could continue to 340, 350. Holds just break above. Fair value gap in the 360, 370. This is the whipsawiest morning in the world. Monday, huh? There's no news this morning. Increasing volume to the downside. Inducing short here. Gotta relieve these longs first. Nobody's looking at that. Just be on this break where it could retest, and then I'm bullish, bearish, I mean. I got these bad habits of being in a trade when I shouldn't be, and once I fix that, then I'll fix my loss ratio.
Stop filled.
Just retested. If this continues, this is a good entry to the downside for a lower high. Just a quick reversal here. Because we go up to 390, created direction of the 390. Dang, that did pretty low. 320. Finding more of a, they're going long off of this though. This could be the spring here to the upside, to the bottom of this 370, and that was an anomaly. I don't got direction right either way. It seems more bearish this morning. Better entry out for 370. I'm gonna take a break real quick. I'm not in the trade right now. Be right back. Shot all the way down back to pivot 27.3 off of 390, 370. I would have been in on this retest. Okay, we did call a break and retest, so there was a break to the downside, an accumulation range, and then that move. So this could potentially be bearish morning, bearish sell-off. Really want to get good at reading this, and then seeing the opportunities present themselves with the overall bigger picture opportunity. Seeing a break to the downside, a correction off of 300 up to 340. Looking for more shorts here. Selling into that 15-minute candle, the Orbers. Going short.
Order filled.
break below pivot. We got direction for the morning. So we'll see how long this correction lasts. Selling in the shorts. And we get another retest of this 70 level. Who could predict these ranges during this downwards?
Stop filled.
It's completely retraced it. This battle between long and shorts, you gotta be quick about it, because then you getting swept out. There's not enough orders going on there. We gotta break to the upside.
Order filled.
For a lower high here. Some deeper reliefs, and then I'm in on the wrong side. This is gonna go all the way back down. So I'll break at that recent 375 area. It's gonna make up for everything if we just target all these highs. All-time highs. Let's go. Let's go with this rally. Retrace that rally. On the 1 minute, this looks like it's that move back up to 500. So you can start trailing pretty quickly here. I think if we were patient, that would have been that super spring move, or we could be seeing more accumulation. Maybe a sell-off, an exchange, and an inducement of longs. It doesn't seem to be that momentum move that we're looking for. This could be hold off 80. More agreement to the upside. Holding my breath on this bear move. Was more bullish this morning. Trust instinct on the rallies potentially. But that broke pretty far below. That was an actual bear move. Correction to 300. So this could just be a fake out to the upside. More correction to the downside, or it made its correction. Getting upwards relief on this overall bearish morning. Sell off looks like it's done. I want to see a break at 390. Start selling into strength if they were accumulating at this low for a while. Looking for highs above 400. It looks very bearish on the 1 minute and the 5. Looks like a new demand zone area on the 5 too. More potential to the upside. I took a gain losing trades this morning. Part of shorts here, was part of longs here, stopped and chopped, part of shorts, longs here, stopped and chopped. I don't know what I was thinking, part of this breakout, since you got stopped and chopped, was not part of that move, was another stop, and the stop and direction was wrong. So we'll see if this one plays out to take some profit, make up for the losses here. Looks like they're selling into strength now, break of recent highs. Less of a fake out. Leading into recent highs, recovering all those areas. That's perfect. See this recover to 410, 420. Break of 440. We change this market structure to bullish. Lead more of a demand. Could be selling around 440. Could be a break. change the character potentially. Yeah, on the 1, this looks bullish now. 5, this looks new bulls. 1 hour, crazy wick to the downside, holds at 400. So we could recover this 500 area. And selling into strength here. Could trade above VWAP. Look for yesterday's highs. Just gonna trail, be part of this trade, see how that goes. If we need to exit early, get more of a selling here. Accumulated enough and they're selling up here for a lower high. For this continuation to the downside off of VWAP. It's a big move, maybe close and look for a better entry. Are they really trying to short this right now? Maybe relief in these shorts, creating this range. I gotta move this just beyond the breakout. Could be hold off of 90. Hold around 400. So then reaccumulation potentially. Could be inducing shorts. Could be selling into longs here. Early longs. Accumulation to the upside. Just want to watch for slippage. And some holds and upwards pressure off of 400. 7 o'clock volume spike to the downside potentially. And we got an accumulation of 400, another an accumulation zone. These accumulation ranges have been pretty crucial. 50-point ranges, so we got a high at 413, 40, 60, just beyond 60. So we're gonna hold like that, or we're just gonna hope they stop us out and we trail in a profit. What is a better play? Maybe just break even for now. Oh, I don't want to get stopped out. It could just be on this FEG, this break. Selling into strength here at this level is going to continue to the upside unless this accumulation stops. I have to validate this way lower. This one risk being wrong for 0 or risk being in for, yeah, if this comes back down, this is gonna go all the way. This could be a lower high. So this could invalidate this upwards move, this bullish move. So I'm going short to these lows if this breaks my validation.
Order filled. Order filled.
It didn't, but I'm in early for a break of that accumulation. To this downside, refill those FEGs. Range playing on the 1. Lower high on the 1. Lower high on the 5. Sell off on the hour. Slips back up to the other side exchange and keep this just beyond. If I was part of this move, it would be to the downside, targeting those lows. Want to hold off of 410. I call it a good play here to the downside. I gotta be more patient before I get into these trades. It's a choppy morning for sure, and I'm bearish right now. And this is a new high. Push below, another push below. Holds at 400. I ain't been looking at price action. Push above 4. relief around 4. Could be more bearish for the day, but this could be a lower high. Targeting 300 again, or this could be a lower high on the 5. It looks more bearish on the 5. Looks like they're buying around 400 to the downside with lower highs. With this uncertainty is kind of sweepy. Could this be a turn at this high here? Bearish into the neutral. I did say that. I gotta write that down next time. And then I wrote down big bullish auction somewhere. But before, I thought this was gonna be a sell-off first, down to 300 or 360. So held those areas. So we could be bullish already off of that. We see this accumulation to the upside potentially, or continuation to the downside for more of a correction and a break at 300, or it trades back down to 300. It was off a lot of these times, and you definitely can't trade that way. It's just, you just gotta find a pullback in the direction first. So this would be the start of a new auction off of 410 downside. Hey, hold around 380, 400, keeping this below 400 potentially. Trying to scalp this morning is crucial. It's Monday, 2 days off. I'll get better. Have to shake off these. Something is reading these charts wrong. Said it was gonna go to 360 and 300 first before this big bullish move to the upside. This new beginning of an auction off of 400 to the upside. I think it's made its move, and now we're on the right side here. So there's an accumulation above 400.
Order filled.
So this did change people's minds. I think I'm ahead of them. Like, I feel like I'm ahead of the market a little bit. Yeah, I can't be leading the market with my own projection. What is happening? Pushed all the way down from 3, pushed back up. This could be an accumulation or a reversal at this high. It's a 100-point move to the upside, and we're getting accumulation for a potential 100 exchange and 100-point move to the downside. But this has been holding, had a higher low here at 371. So it's ranging at this area. Not a good trading morning, but okay, what am I learning here? What have I learned? This is the beginning of week 4.
Stop filled.
Beginning of week 4, and I've been part of chop a lot. This morning I was part of all chop. Let's see if it's, yeah, this is the choppiest morning here. Off open, push to the downside and accumulation, push to the upside, more of a hold, pushed all the way down 3. Came all the way back up to 4. I was holding below 4. Is this an indication of that move, a new move? This would be the 3rd point. The 4th point would be targeting a low here. So I would go short from this area. I'll go short and target a 3. So I'm learning what place to look for, what setup I want to see, and then enter. So I learned that when I started live streaming. Patterns, direction, fundamentals, how the day looks. Is it more money, or is it cashing out? Is it, and everybody's on the same page? Overnight on Sunday there was a push to 540. Now we're getting a correction in price with a lower high. Well, this could just be ranging between 370 and 540. So that could have been the thrust, but not enough volume to the upside. This is just an accumulation morning. Then see for the rest of the week. There's more longs here. Looks like they're playing this to the long side. There is a correction. This is the second leg of that correction. But this held above that recent low, around 370. Not a good morning trading, but I'm learning a lot. This might take some time. Only year 2 coming up on the end of May is my second year. And yeah, I'm hoping this doesn't stunt my learning process. I got a lot of books to read, so I know that'll help a lot. Identifying reversals and continuations better. Just getting my eyes on these accumulations and how they look, and whether you can get some indication of direction. When it's more squared off, it's more of a reversal. When it's rounded, it's more of a reversal and quick continuation. Somehow you get sharp moves in either direction, and that's strange how that happened within the larger context of price action. There's bigger holes around 410, 420, 430. So there's an accumulation to the downside, but accumulation and sell off to the downside. So trying to find a nice pullback will be like entering around 27,400 and keeping my stop beyond 40 for more of a correcting move to the downside, but just mistiming my entries and going on impulse. So if this goes back to 400, then around 390 be bearish to the downside. What else? I've been listening to Linda Raschke, and she simplifies everything with all the decades of experience, and it really is like I can identify with the strategy and the plan. So I know that's a good sign. I know what I need to do. It's just getting used to being right on these moves more than wrong, and losing less than I win. So that is the goal and the motivation here. Demoing is being profitable, demoing with a small account. So having very little to risk, like 1 or 2 contracts, basically just one. So this is the start of my 4th week, and it really feels like since I started live stream was when I really started to day trade, and I had feel more motivated. I had to look at what I was doing, and it created some sort of feedback loop where I can improve on past mistakes a lot sooner, way more effective. It's like journaling the trades and then looking over your trades to see what you did and what you did wrong, and your thought process has been super crucial for me to learn and get better. And it's only been the start of 4 weeks, so giving myself some time to do this and continue to improve every day, little by little, and not worry so much about taking losses on demo or taking losses on a small live account. Just trying to be transparent for myself so I can really improve as fast as possible and find a community. So in terms of the ideas of what I'm going through here, it's all just identifying these accumulations, getting in on that as the price begins to manipulate, and then exiting as they begin to distribute too into the strength. But if that's a bearish move, then it feels like it's slightly different because it's going against a possible demand to the upside, especially when your overall the trend is more bullish than bearish. But when you get pullbacks, significant pullbacks that look like it's a change in the structure, you get surprised and you get nice demand holds at predictable levels. So you don't want to go against your bias. Maybe you just don't want to be in the trade, and you got to wait for that to play out, that accumulation to play out before you get that move, that major move. So it's ranging this morning. Looks like a bit of a hold now. On the 5 minute, a hold off of 370. And this has upside potential to break those highs or create a lower high, but there's more upside potential. So I would be long off of 370. So yeah, and let's see here. Maybe go through what was I thinking when I took these trades this morning. So I saw this push down, pot short here. Didn't quite continue to the downside. There was an accumulation, a deeper accumulation, a retracement of this downwards move, no continuation, more of a range bound morning for about 15 minutes. 6:45, it could have entered at 390. So I gotta recognize these ranges, broader ranges. This did not continue to the upside, this did not continue to the downside, more of an accumulation for a bit longer to establish a break. So I gotta wait for these accumulations a little bit. Entered around 370 to the downside. Exited a pivot 300. I think I did call that. If we see it break 360, we're gonna be in there until 300. And then I don't think I planned for a long. I think that would have just been initially bearish for the day, and then it retraced that move. So this looks like a spring to the upside, but this also looks like an accumulation still, but there's downward pressure and lower highs here. So it's either lower highs or a reversal where they're accumulating at these lows. But yeah, and then I took a short from here. Those is gonna be, it's like I definitely projected my move off of one red candle, no confirmation, went long here, exited here, made a move up there. I was just joking this morning on trades for reals. I can see I gotta do this for a while. I gotta get mad reps in. My execution is like I'm reading the markets, like, but seeing potential trades and where I would enter it's like not matching right now. So I just need more time. Just need a lot more time reading the markets. So now that I know that, I just gotta pick up on little clues here and there every day, ways to improve. And white has a larger range in the morning, 100-point range, sometimes accumulating 50-point ranges. And then you get that break. This does look like on the 5 it's been selling off, and it's continuing to the downside in the hour and the 1. But it did recover that point from 300 to 400 pretty quickly. I think I'm done training for this morning. It's just a case of Mondays or something. Too long off and not enough practice, and focus kind of seemed off this morning. It's like I'm not completely sure what I'm doing, so it's weird live streaming, not knowing what to do, and having some sort of need to answer these questions properly next time, to come up with solutions live, you know what I mean, when I don't know what I'm completely doing. So maybe that might stunt my growth a little bit, but I don't know if I just apply myself outside of the live stream to build my understanding of the markets. It's just either way, there's no pressure. I just still early, feeling unsure about myself, I guess. But I know I'm committed. It's just when you hear people talk about, oh, I've been trading for 8 years and I'm still not successful, it's like, oh shit, like, what I gotta do to not be like that guy? Like, you gotta learn from people's mistakes or people's shortcomings and apply yourself more in different ways. So I don't want to give up, but I do want to see progress soon, which is crazy because I can project my success. It feels like, man, I feel like I got a couple years more to go before I can say, like, before I'm full-time trading successfully, profitable, built a small account. I just need reps. So I know it'll be a lot better by the end of the year if I keep this up, though. It's just reading the markets, is repetition, and getting the data and imprinting that on my mind and how this goes, and evolving my understanding of what the market is doing. So that's only gonna take reps and time behind the charts and reading the charts. So, and I gotta definitely spend more time on behind the charts. This is my career, so I gotta spend as much time as I can here, and I can spend all day. So it looks like we're a hold here, though. It does seem a bit confusing with these lower highs, and this break below, and this lower high, potential another lower high here. So it's like building to the downside, more downwards pressure, but quicker relief to the upside. Confused. Well, on the hour, it's just been a sell off. Just waiting for soft landing for demand to step in. Looks like after this move, it could go either way. Yeah. Okay. This Monday was kind of wild. Trading was all over the place, but getting better every day. Don't want to distract myself too much with the live stream. I know this isn't about the live stream. This is about learning how to day trade. So, and my own little video journals on the trades I took and what I was thinking when I took them, and ways to improve, learning about the markets, expanding my knowledge of everything markets. Yeah, so giving myself a little break. It's okay. I'm gonna be successful one day, and if I keep this up, then yeah, for sure. Yeah, I hope everybody has a good trading day, and yeah, hope we all get better day to day. Learn something new today. Have a good day, and hope you enjoy the rest of the day. That's good. Enjoy the rest of the day after your trading. Good or bad trading day, just to enjoy life in general. I think it's whatever you're doing, just enjoy it. You know what I mean? And yeah, good trading day to all. Okay, bye.